Hey guys, I had some comments that last week was a lot of work, and some of you didn't get a chance to get all of it done. So we're going to slow down a little bit this week, give you some time to catch up. And this first video, I'm going to review some basic ideas to hopefully clarify some stuff from last week. And I'm starting with a pretty simple question, and that is, what is a solution? When we say this word solution in math, what do we mean? The best way to figure it out is to look at a simple problem. So I have this 3x plus 5 equals 14. We've done a lot of these. We should know how to solve them. Minus 5 on either side of the equal sign. 3x equals 9. Get rid of that 3 by dividing by 3. And I'm left with x equals 3. We say 3 is the answer. 3 is the solution. But if we want to talk about what does that mean, it means if I take this 3 and plug it back in, well, let's do that. Instead of 3 times x, it's 3 times 3 plus 5 equals 14. 3 times 3 gives me 9 plus 5 is 14. And 9 plus 5 is 14. So when I plug this 3 back in, I got 14 equals 14. That's true. A solution is what will make it true, what will make it work out. So we know that something like 2 is not a solution because when I plug 2 in, it doesn't work. 3 times 2 plus 5. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 5. I get 11 equals 14. That doesn't work. That's why 2 isn't a solution. 3 is. This problem had a single solution. Out of every number in the world, 3 is the only one that will work. But what happens when there isn't just one solution? That's what we looked at last week, and we're going to review real quick. Here, I have 3 problems, and I tried to make them somewhat simple just to show this to you. Now, I'm going to do the first step over here. You'll notice I have x's on both sides. So let's fix that. Let's get rid of 2 x's. And when I do that, I have 5 equals 2x plus 1. Now, I can get rid of the plus 1 by minusing 1. It cancels it out. Now I have 4 equals 2x. Divide by 2. And I'm left with 2 equals x. I got down to a single number. That is the solution. That is the number. When I plug it back in, it's going to work. And I want to do that real quick. On the left side, I have 2x plus 5. 2 times 2 plus 5. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 5 is 9. Now, on the right side, I had 4x plus 1. 4 times 2 plus 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. When I plug this answer back in, the problem works. That's because it's the one solution. Look at this second problem now. And on this one, starts out pretty similar to the last problem in that I need to cancel out some x's because I have x's on both sides. And I'm going to minus 2x from each side. But when I do that, a lot of stuff cancels out, and I'm left with 5 equals 9. That's one of those problems that isn't true. It does not work out. And because 5 does not equal 9, this is called no solution. And we could say it has 0 solutions. That means every number in the world that we try. We could try 1, we could try 2, we could try 3, we could try negative 4,156 and 3/10. It doesn't matter. When we take these and plug them in, it will never work out. So this no solution just means there's no number in the world that I can plug in that will ever make it true. And now we get to this last type of problem. Starts out the same way. Hey, look, I have x's on both sides. I'm minus 2x. All right, that was pretty simple. When I do that, it cancels out, and I'm left with 5 equals 5. That is true. That's one of those problems that we say is infinite solutions. Any number, 1, 2, 3, negative 4,156.3, any one of them that I plug in is going to work out. So let's just try a couple. Let's plug in 1. 2 times 1 plus 5 equals 2 times 1 plus 5. I mean, it should be pretty obvious they're going to be the same. I have the same thing on either side. Same thing would happen if I plugged in 2. I'd have 2 times 2 plus 5 equals 2 times 2 plus 5. That's going to work. It'll work for any of these. That's the meaning of infinite solutions. This week, we're going to do a little bit more on infinite solutions to give you a teeny bit more practice. If you need to make up the quiz from last week and try to retake it for a better grade, just send me a message. Good luck.